Hey, what up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, I know what you might be saying. Where is she now? Okay, so let's talk and chit chat. I am sitting down on a staircase, and to inform you of where I am right now, I am currently in my new home. Yes, we these past couple months had our ups and downs, loops and twirls, goods and bads, whatever you call it. And in the meantime, while doing all that, we was in the process of buying our new home. So right now I'm sitting on my staircase, my unfinished staircase, because this is a lot to do. So let's catch up. So I do apologize for the echo. Even though we have moved in, there's still, like I said, a lot for us to do. We did get, I would say, 80% done with flooring, but there's no carpet in this house at all. So it's going to be a lot of echo until we kind of get things in here and furnish and all that stuff. Right now, I'm on the staircase because I don't want to show too much of the home, because we're going to be doing a step-by-step process. My husband and I were going to be doing a lot of work. This is a fixer-upper home, more on the cosmetic side. The bones of the house are good structure. This is a 1980s home, so very good. Everything is new. Appliances, almost 80% of the appliances are new. So the only thing we really had to do when coming here was a cosmetic fix-up, because the previous homeowner in this home, they were elderly couples, so they weren't able to maintain certain things in the house, which is kind of perfect for us because we could just come in and do what we need to do. I did film a home tour that will be coming up in the future, possibly next week, so you guys can get a feel of how our layout is. But let's talk and chit chat. Let me feel comfortable on this unfinished. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be done. So I think my last video was somewhere around June or July of last year, and that's roughly around the time when we actually started looking for houses. Now, to put this in perspective, we started the process for our house about a year ago. And when I say start the process, I mean saving money. Now, it is very hard, and I'm just going to say it is not how it is or how people make it look on YouTube or however, where they just pop up in the next 2-3 months and buy a home. Hunty, if you don't get the money, yeah, I don't care what anyone would always say, it's always good to buy a home, and it is. It is, because it is an investment. However, the process is not easy to start with. And I'm not talking about actually trying to find a home. I'm talking about getting the money. Right? So we started this process a year ago, and that's saving money and putting money aside from our paychecks and whatever we had. Putting money aside to save to get a home. We didn't know how much at the time we would have to save. We were just saving because we knew that was the process that we needed to start with. So the situation that happened in our previous home, which is the home I kind of started all of this channel in, there was a lot of issues going on in the home that the landlord did not want it to fix. There were constant leaks in the house. There were mold potentially growing in the house, and I did explain that when I did a makeover in my daughter's room when they had to gut the wall. That's when we found out that the pipes in the house were at least almost 100 years old. They never really upgraded anything. Electrical was like, you couldn't work 2 appliances at a time. And then, not to mention, the last 6 months we lived there, we lived with 2 holes in the roof, actually 3 if you count the garage. 2 gaping holes that we had to cover up with plywood just to stop any insects, rodents, or the smell, or to even save on AC because it wasn't even properly insulated. Like, I'm talking, light bill was looking around $500 a month. That's just how it is. It was a bigger house. So coming to the end of June and July, we put a lot of pressure on the landlord. Like, we threatened legal suit and all that stuff. even though we know we didn't want to stay there, like we didn't renew lease or anything. We just were saving our money on the side, and when we were ready to go, we was just going to get up and go at the end of the month. So the landlord didn't want to fix the roof. They keep trying to push it off, and then when we threatened a legal suit, then they had someone come out to inspect the roof, and 2 or 3 days later, it came back. He's not going to fix the roof. He'd rather sell the house. So they gave us 60 days to vacate the property, and that's how the I would say haste on finding the home kind of happened. So we had to move our stuff into storage. We had to move into like a studio situation. Fortunately for us, my husband, mom had a vacant property that we could have temporarily move into for like a month and a half, which we really had to bite the bullet and do what we had to do. It wasn't the best situation, but we made it work. And during that process, we were looking for a home, putting our quotes in, doing what we have to do. And the home buying process for us took us about 2 months, but that's what all the prep with that was already in place. Like I said, we started in June. We got into this house in November because finding a home around the time we were looking for some reason, it was a fight. It was a battle. There's things that goes on with taxes. There's things that goes on with uh, it's called insurance, and there's a deadline. So I guess a lot of houses were coming and going quickly, and it was a fight. So with this house, when we saw this house, we came in, we fell in love with it. Both hubby and I fell in love with it. This house actually have a lot of the features that hubby and I can agree on because um, my hubby, he wanted more of a individual home. Me, I didn't mind if it was a town home because I kind of wanted the feeling of a stairs. I wanted to try it out. So this home is a single family home, so it meets both of our quota. It's a home isolated to itself. It's a 2 story, so it has the feel of a townhome, and it still gives us both what we need. And then when we toured the home, we both had this feeling that, okay, this is the home. The very few people that we told, because I could count on my finger how many people knew that we were actually doing in the home buying process, and we chose to keep it that way because sometimes when you go in for your blessings, if you don't have the right people around you, your blessings can be hindered from naysayers and from negative thinking, negative thoughts. So I would say it was like 3 or 4 people that knew what we were doing. There were like 2 or 3 people that actually saw the preview of the house when we toured it. We took a video, and we showed it them. So it was a few people that knew about it, and those people were prayer warriors, and that's what we wanted because, like I said, buying a house ain't no joke. And buying a house when you're middle income, whatever they call our class, it's not easy. We didn't have a whole bunch of money. Like we saved up, but we didn't have like a plethora of money to just sitting there. A lot of the times looking for homes, it was the pricing that was the issue. So yeah, that's how that situation came up. And if you guys want to see a video on the process of what you need and how to, just let me know, because even though there's videos out there that shows you step by step what you need to do to get a home, it was a lot of things that were missed. So yeah, so going into the structure of the home, this is a 2 story home. It's roughly around 15 plus square footage. It is a downsize from where we came from. That previous home was around 1,800 square foot. And this one is about 200 to 300 square foot smaller, but again, we do love it, and I especially love it because it's a lot less to clean, if you know what I'm saying. And one thing we learned from moving from that size house to a studio situation to this size house, we get to learn to cherish the space that we have because we were like in one room almost like for a month. And that's more so to get the home buying process. Like, it didn't make sense for us to go and rent somewhere while we're looking for a home because we would be wasting money. So we use the resources where we have to get to where we need to be. And sometimes that's what you need to do in life. And even if it was a temporary, you made it happen. I'm not complaining because like, you know. Anyway, so yes, it is a smaller size house that we're in now, and we do love it. Even though it's smaller than where we come from, everybody still have their own space. I've asked my kids countless times because they did see it. Actually, recheck all the houses that we went to views. We went to view. We took the kids. This was the only house that we came to view with just me, hubby, and the realtor. And this was the house that we was like, okay, this is it. We didn't brought the kids to this house until it was more definite. Like they accepted our offer, and it was more definite for us because the other houses that we were going through, they would like it, and and they start making plans. And then when we didn't get the offer, it was like a disappointment. So when we came to this house, it was like, okay, we're not going to tell them nothing until they accept the offer. This house, we did went in and bid a little over to make sure we get the house. Now, this house had a lot of offers. It did because it's in a nice area, very nice area with very nice schools. It's in a community, very neighborly. So it had a lot of offers, and we knew if we didn't do something, we were gonna be, we weren't gonna get it. So we did bid up just a little, you know, and next day we got it. So, when it came to this house, like we kind of kept this more on the shh until it was definite. And when we got the approval, like they accept the offer, then we brought the kids in like a week later. We showed them the house. And I can tell you, kids, they be real brutally honest with you. Their facial, even though they like the house, they're looking at how the flooring, because it was old. It's stuff in the house that's old. What the beauty that could be done in the house, yes. So they're looking at it. I think they fell in love more so with the stairs because they really did like stairs, and they're like, yes, we like this house. And then given the fact that we were in this temporary situation, anything after that, they just wanted to get out. So I think that's what it was in the beginning. As we got in and me and hubby started fixing up little things, yes, this video is after the tour, then they started falling in love with like, you ask them what house they love more, they would say this house, even though this house is smaller than the last house. It just goes to show you this house more of a cozy vibe. I don't know, it's just a feel about it. So yes, that's just an update, you guys, on where I've been for the past couple of months. There has been a lot of other things that's going on that I don't want to talk about too much. People who know me, they know, but I don't want to disclose those things because those are still sensitive, and I just, don't want to go there. But the primary thing to all that was I took a break unknowing. I didn't made it known that I was taking a break, and believe me, I recorded videos and they were in queue. I just didn't make them live because at the time it didn't feel right. The timing wasn't right. There was a lot of things going on, a lot of emotions going on, and I had to pull back. If you followed me or if you know me, there are people that watch that will know me. If I'm going through anything heavy or any life, I kind of pull back from social media because I don't like making people aware of what's going on until I'm strong enough to handle your comeback. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they don't know how to respond to certain things. They don't know how to respond to certain emotions. And if you're not strong enough, you could easily misconstrue what people are trying to say or do for you. So I choose to pull back because when I'm wrapped up in my feelings, I really don't care about yours. So, so that's just how I am. When I'm in my feelings, I pull back for my safety, for my mental state, because when I come to anyone else, I want to come with that same mind. I want to come off like I'm trying to be a bee, So that's where I've been. So you guys, hopefully, I know it's been a while, so I know I don't have the consistency, but there is going to be a lot of new videos coming up on the channel because we have this whole house to do. Like I said, it is a fixer-upper. I've been recording here and there, so I'm gonna clump some videos together, and then from that I'm gonna take you on a step-by-step on how we got things done. Because when we first moved in, my initial goal was to try to get the kids' room ready. It's not decorated, it's not fully furnished, it's not fully done, but it's livable. We wanted to make the house at least livable so that we could be comfortable in it while we upgrade everything. So stay tuned, you guys, and thank you guys for sticking with me, and hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye. So I know it's bluntly obvious, and because I'm watching it playback and I'm seeing it, the two color tones here. So I just want to make this, and you'll see it in the home tour. But this green right here, this is the color that the last homeowner painted the entire house. When I say entire, she painted doors, closet doors, bathrooms, everything was this green. Okay, so this is our new color. This is like a very, very, very light gray. I'll try to put the name up because I can't remember. I know it's Electra or Electric something gray, but it's a light gray and it has a very, very light blue undertone. I really like it. I was initially going to paint it all white, but when I started thinking more and more about it, I thought I'd I'm probably going to get bored looking at all white, and it's going to entice me to want to do something. So let me just do something I know I'm going to be content with for a good little minute. So I wanted something very, very close to white, but I wanted the hint of gray in it. So that's when I went with this. And this, if you can see close to white, and I still have to paint this. This isn't painted. This is very close to a white with that hint of gray. So this here, I'm painting white. So it's not going to be this color. It's going to be white because I do plan on doing the stairs as well, and I just wanted the colors to accent because the stairs is going to be a completely different color too. So that is what that is for, and I can give you guys let's do a little sneak peek. Why not? This don't have to be a whole chit chat video. We can sneak peek. So up the stairs, I still have boxes. See, I don't care if I'm unpacking, but that little beauty up there, oh, that was that. I love that. I think that was one of my first purchases other than our bed, and that's what I wanted. I'm trying to go with, yeah, you see black. I'm trying to go with fixtures being black on top of this light gray. I don't know, I'm going gray crazy up in here. Like gray has always been my neutral color next to black and white. Like black and white, that's me. I've been black and white color tone since before black and white started coming back in style. So now that it's in style, oh yeah, she's gonna go crazy. Black, white with the grays. Yes. So that's just a little sneak peek. And upstairs, that's the bedroom and loft area. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So I bet y'all, I love my house, okay? I love my house. You see this, I love my house. And I can't wait to record videos and updates on what we do to this house, because this is a milestone, this is a stepping stone, this is an investment, and overall it's an accomplishment. We call this our miracle house because it is indeed our miracle for our family. So yeah, that explains the happiness after all the sadness. The end result, we got our house.